Welcome to toy-polloi.
Hello and welcome to another video from toy-polloi, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at these all new Delta-17 figures from 5x5 Toys. Now these are modern O-ring based figures, so they are the same sort of construction as those vintage G.I. Joes that everybody loves, but these are all new figures and they look absolutely fantastic. I recently did an unboxing of these over on my second channel, toy-polloi 2, so if you want to go and see that, I will put a link in the description. But today we are going to actually be taking all of these off their cards and checking out each figure individually. I may even end up taking one apart because I'm always interested in the construction of toys, so we may end up doing that as well. So let's get on with the video. So as I mentioned, these are all new modern O-ring based toys that have a very similar construction to vintage G.I. Joes, which means they're going to be particularly poseable, and each figure comes individually packed with a whole load of accessories. Now there are three different factions in this group. We have Delta-17, which are the main good guys, and then we have Retrograd and the Dark Shadows, which are the baddies for them to fight against. Now these figures really do look good. There's a whole lot of detail going on in each one, and each one comes with a load of accessories and a little stand as well, which is always useful. When I did my unboxing over on toy-polloi 2, I showed you the packaging, which is really nicely detailed. There's a nice bit of artwork on the front, and each figure has a little bio on the back, which gives you an extra bit of information about them. But what I really want to do is actually open all of these figures up. No matter how good they look on the card, you can't play with them on the card, and I am not a mint on card collector. So let's open them up and take a closer look at the figures and how they are constructed. Here we have the Dark Shadows. I started with these ones because they were the ones that sort of caught my eye, and I have to say straight away they do look really nice, and they are nicely constructed and nicely built. The plastic used is really nice quality as well, so they will certainly stand up to some playing and messing around with. On the left we have the enemy assassin, in the middle we have the enemy leader, and on the right we have the enemy robot ninjas. So let's take a quick look at one of these. So this is the enemy assassin. As you can see, he comes with a whole load of accessories. He's got these knives here, he's got a backpack which holds the gun and the knives, and then another weapon here. And that is actually what I really like about these figures straight away, is the fact they do come with a lot of accessories, but all of the accessories will clip onto their backpack. So even if you've only got a couple in the hands, the other accessories can be stored away. He also comes with a stand, which you can see has the Delta-17 logo on it. And as you can see, there is a nice amount of paint application and detailing going on there in the sculpt. But what I'm really impressed with is the sort of posability of these figures. So if we take her off the stand, you can see that it is an O-ring construction. So we have the pelvis and the upper body exactly like the G.I. Joe figures. And then the legs we can rotate at the hips, and they do sort of rotate around a little bit. There's quite a lot of movement there. And then we have a knee joint as well. Come up to the head, that rotates just a little bit left and right, and then forwards and backwards. You can't actually turn that one much more than that. But on the arms, we have an extra joint. We've got the shoulder here. We have the sort of upper arm little rotation. We've got the elbow, but then there's also a joint here on the wrist so that we can rotate that around, so we can actually pose the hands that little bit more than the original G.I. Joe figures would have been posed. And that comes into effect here on the enemy robot, because one of the weapons that this guy comes with are these extra swords, and you can actually take off his hands and swap those out for swords that just plug straight in, which makes him a really unique looking figure. These are really very nicely designed. There's a lot of work gone into the sort of ideas behind them and the sculpting. I think they look absolutely fantastic. So let's look at a few more. Now we move on to the Retrograds, and there are only two figures in this faction at the moment. So we have the Death Sparrow, and we have the enemy infantry, which I guess is an army builder, so you can actually get a lot of those. The Death Sparrow is a really nicely sculpted female character. She comes with a lot less accessories than the other ones that I've shown. She's got a gun and a backpack, but as you can see, the detailing is still just the same, and there's a really nice paint application going on here. We even have the little logo on the side there of her arm, which looks like a bit of a decal print, so a nice bit of detail going on there. The enemy infantry is a very nice looking figure. This comes with an extra belt, which is actually already put on the figure, which you can see is a rubber belt, so we could remove that. And then a removable helmet, which comes with two different options of face masks. So you can see here I've got the face mask on with a little red panel on, but you can easily swap that out and put the version on so you can actually see his eyes. So this one, if you're army building, you can actually have some variation in the figure, so you can see his eyes poking through there. Or indeed we could just take the helmet off completely. It's a really snug fit, But there you go, you can see him without the helmet on. They are very nice figures indeed, and I'm imagining you could possibly do some customizing on them, swapping limbs and body parts to make some of your own figures. The only thing I will say is it's a little bit disappointing that all of these stands are the same. Each of these factions has a different logo. If we look on the back, you can see we've got the different logos for the factions here, and it would have been quite nice if the stands actually had the faction logo on it, and you could then display those with that. But as it stands, the stands do work. They are just all the same. So let's move on to the actual Delta-17 team now. Here we have the Delta-17 squad, and there's some really unique characters in this lot. They've all got very individual styles to them. There is a little bit of reuse when it comes to sort of body parts and accessories, but on the whole they are all very different looking. I especially like this chap here at the end. He has a dog that he comes with, which sits on the top of his backpack, and you also get a little dog bowl with him as well, so he can feed the dog there. And then we have the sort of Delta-17 leader, which I think has got the most striking look. You can see he has this sort of skull print on the bottom of his face. The helmet on this one is detachable, and he has some night vision goggles, and if I turn him around you can see these sort of backpacks that you get with them, and they all have little clips on the side so that you can attach some of the weapons to them. I think if I bring in this guy here, which is the infantryman, you can see how many accessories we have on the back of here. We've got a couple of missiles to go in the rocket launcher here. There's a little space here which the knife will go in. He's also got a mask on. There's actually two different versions of this with two different flesh tones. So this is the sort of darker version. There's a lighter version as well, which I haven't opened, but I'm guessing that this one is going to be a good army builder character. But as you can see, they do look really nice. There's so much sort of variation going on. This guy is particularly good as well, with all of his sort of camouflage put on, so you can barely see his face there. They are really very nice figures. There's a lot of detail going on, as I've said, and the construction of them is very nice indeed. But I actually want to take one apart to see what they look like inside. So let's have a quick look at that, and then we can see them all together. So the one to take apart is going to be the infantryman. Let's take off all of the accessories. So there's the little stand. He's got a gun here. He's got a knife in that hand. We can just take the whole of this backpack off. And then he's got this little mask on as well. And then we can see on the back of him there is one screw, the same as the G.I.Joe, so that should take the body apart. And then we've got a screw on each thigh as well. So let's just take the back apart and see what they look like on the inside, see how they are constructed. These are all supposed to be O-ring based, which is why they're so poseable. So indeed there is just one screw on the back. Let's give these a little wiggle. Pull them apart. So the head construction is very similar to G.I. Joe. We've got the little bar on either side, and then a ball joint. And if we take these apart, oh yeah, they are incredibly similar to G.I. Joe. So we've got an O-ring in the middle, and everything else is fairly similar. So I reckon you could probably customize these with G.I. Joe parts, which will make for some really good sort of modern looking figures. Very nice to see that it's done in pretty much the same way. Yeah, and very useful for customizers out there.
Now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
And here they are all together, and I have to say, out of all of these figures, I think the Dark Shadows are my favourite of them. There's just something about the look that they have, the sort of black and grey plastic with the red detailing, and this one even comes with a really shiny cape. I just think they look absolutely amazing. So if you want to find out more about these Delta-17 toys, I will put a link in the description. Please do go and follow that and find out all you can, and I would heartily recommend getting them. There's so much detail going on, even down to this little dog bowl that you get with one of the figures. It's just a really nice set of toys, and I hope that they produce a few more of them in time. If you've enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you've really enjoyed it and want to help out toy-polloi, then why not think about supporting me on Patreon or as a YouTube channel member. You get early access to all of my restoration videos, and also access to an exclusive video series called On the Cutting Mat. So have a think about that, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching toy-polloi. Subscribe for more great videos.